Hey everyone, it's John from In My Father's Kitchen. I'm here down at our facility on Holly Ave. It's Friday afternoon, and I'm here with KDog. What's up, buddy?
Hey everybody.
So KDog, great friend of ours. You've seen some of our posts. I was talking to Kat earlier, KDog, and we met you in March of 2015.
Wow.
So what were you doing when I met you? How did we meet?
Well, let's see. I was flying a sign, trying to make some money. I actually don't recall meeting you guys at that date.
Yeah.
But I'll take your word for it.
So we was over by Destiny USA because I was looking. It said Park Street, so that's where we met him. And we were talking about one of the other guys, Redbeard, that used to fly over there too, and he's since passed away, and you knew him, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So when we met you, what was the deal? Why were you out there panhandling? What was up?
Well, I was struggling with my addiction, needed money to fuel my addiction, alcohol. Plus I was homeless too. I had no responsibilities, so just spent the days panhandling.
Right. So I was always sharing with everyone, like 95% of the folks that we meet, like KDog, that are holding a cardboard sign, are usually addicted to substances or have mental health challenges, or both of those things going on simultaneously. And with KDog, it was a journey, man. So we kept loving on you week after week, month after month, year after year.
Right.
And here we are 6 years later. So you were sharing with me earlier that you did try rehabs and stuff in the past, right?
I've been through many rehabs. I just couldn't really commit. I knew I had a problem. I knew where I was headed was nowhere. A lot of my issues was that I knew that, first of all, I tried doing it on my own. You know, and I was very stubborn, didn't want the help. I figured, you know what, it's all on me. I'm not going to burden anybody with my problem or where I wanted to head to. But you guys were always coming at me, you know, saying, you know what, we're here when you need us. So that kind of took me back. Thinking, wow, these guys really see something in me. You know, I do have potential. There's something behind that cardboard sign for a lot of us. People don't really know about it.
All right. That's great. So, you know, I know that, I think it was a year ago, maybe a little bit longer, we ran into you on the corner and you were telling me that your dad wasn't doing well.
Yes.
And he was in Florida. So because of you guys, we raised the funds and we bought him an airline ticket to be able to go to Florida to be with his family for a week. So how did that make you feel? Like we sent you down to Florida.
At first I had to pinch myself. You know, I'm like, you know, I'm not really this worthy. But like you even said at the bus station, you know, you are worthy.
That's right.
And that kind of took me back, like, wow, you know what.
Yeah, it was a bus ticket, not an airline
bus
ticket. It was a bus ticket. That's right. It was a bus ticket to Florida. But the thing, you are worth it, and he doesn't feel that way. And a lot of our friends don't feel that way when they're out there. They feel like they don't deserve anything better. But we see, like he said, the potential in them before they even see it in themselves. Mm-hmm. So then you come back, and you're out there still doing your thing. I think you're crashing at somebody's house with another friend of yours. Right. And what happened? So now you're sober. Like what happened this time? Yeah, he's also got on our higher ground van.
Yep.
And he was working the day labor program because he was panhandling, so we got to do that. What did that make you feel like when you were working on the higher ground?
Actually, I was there on the van on day one.
Opening day.
Opening day. So it was just amazing, you know what. Getting an honest dollar, not standing on the corner in the elements, and meeting other people for the same circumstances, and you know, meeting Kevin and
Carolyn
at the time.
Yeah.
You know, everybody just showed a lot of love and understanding. I mean, you guys look past who we are from, you know, the appearance to what we actually have on the inside.
That's great.
And we actually got to have the time to talk to you guys and explain, you know, what we were going through, what we were looking forward to, and you know, just expressing that we do need some help, and you guys are great providers and giving us some sort of direction and where to go, and and what needs that need to be met, and any kind of outside organizations that could possibly help us out too.
Yeah, so the great thing was when we're on the higher ground van that there's opportunity for 5 hours of dialogue with someone instead of a 15-minute encounter on the corner. So when that happens, it's 5 hours of deep dive, and like KDog was sharing, we get to share, they get to share with our care manager, whether it was Carolyn or whether it's Paulette. And then there's Kat and JD that work for us as well. There's 4 folks now doing care management. And then what ends up happening is we figure out what they need, and then we go all in and get those things supplied to them. So so you work on the van, and then through that journey with Carolyn and Paulette and Kevin, you finally make a decision that you want to go to rehab.
Yes.
So tell me what happens. We even even when you were in there, we're still connecting with you, right?
What happened was I came to terms I couldn't do it on my own. In the past, I've always thought about, because I'm very spiritual, so I was kind of hiding from God, thinking, you know what, I'm a mess. He doesn't want nothing to do with me. I'll get back to him when I sober up and everything, which was a very hard thing to do. But finally, I succumbed to it, saying, you know what, I need help. Everything that I've done hasn't worked before. So why not give, it a shot? Why not just let the Lord take the wheel?
Yes.
So I let him take the wheel, and what really got me thinking for getting, doing it right this time was I was on the corner on Hiawatha Boulevard. You would pulled into, I think it was McGuire Ford or whatever, and a friend of mine was with me, and he says, listen, if you guys go sober, come to me in a year, I'll show you more possibilities and have open doors. So I pondered that thought for weeks on weeks, and I finally said, you know what, this guy sees something. He's got so much potential, and he's just he wants to do something, but you guys were waiting for us to come to you guys. Right. You guys were always coming at us, but it was just, give us our space and everything. So I was thinking, well, geez, if I get that 6 months, I got a shot, And
So you go to rehab. Where do you end up going?
Let's see. I went to Willows off of James Street,
Which is part of Helio,
which
correct?
is Helio now. Yep. I went there for the month, detox, and then the 23-day program.
Yeah.
And then I ended up at Green Street halfway house for the following 3 months. And then I graduated that, and now I have my own apartment.
So there you go, the journey. So from us engaging him way back in 2015, like I always say, we don't know when someone's surrender moment is, but we just want to be standing there when they finally say, I'm ready to make a move. And here we are in 2021, and now you're over 120 days, right?
Going on 5 months.
5 months sobriety, has his own place. We've been with him throughout the whole journey. During the wintertime when he was over at the Green Street halfway house, anytime it snowed, I was having him shovel our sidewalk, and we would throw him some cash to bless him. And then he's been shadowing Kevin. You've been going out with Kevin on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Kevin's like my big brother.
There you go.
We go to Bible study. We've doing like a mini tour of churches. And being recognized in front of the church for you guys is very powerful.
That's good. So again, the spiritual component, KDog's bringing up the Jesus factor, right? So one of the things that we've noticed, the majority of folks that really have made changes in their lives add the spiritual component to their life, because I believe that you have to deal with the spirit, the soul, and the body of the individual. We bring the material goods for the body of the person. The soul is your mind, your will, and emotions. We're encouraging. He's going out with Kevin. What I did with Kevin, now Kevin is mentoring and kind of shadowing with KDog and being his big brother, a confidant, someone that will hold you accountable. And now he's in his place, and we hooked him up with a housewarming gift of a coffee maker and some coffee. And today, what we've been having him do today, KDog was cleaning the building today, right?
Yep.
So this is our second time. Once a month, I've asked KDog to come down and be like our housekeeper. Yep. And tell them what you did. Like, what did you do today?
Well, I've got a housekeeping background. I've done plenty of housekeeping through motels. But main thing I do is do the dusting, sweep, mop, vacuuming, wipe down windows, make sure they're shining so the sun can shine in.
Yeah.
And just do the stairwell, sweeping, mopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. So he's keeping the facility, IMFK facility clean, and we're compensating him for that as well. And now he's in his place, and when he's ready to finally go back into employment, whether it's part-time or full-time, we're going to reach out to our contacts, and hopefully he'll get connected to a great job like we did with Kevin. When Kevin was with me hanging out at the time when he was coming off the streets, we got him connected to Payco Paper, was his first job again on the grid. So one day that'll happen for KDog when he's ready to do that. But in the meantime, him and Kevin have been doing these tours of churches on Sundays and going to Bible study and all that. So why is the spiritual part? Like he's got a vineyard shirt on right now from the vineyard. So why is the Jesus part important to you?
It's a lot like you guys. He knows you're there. He knows you need the help. He's not going to put the pressure on you. It's a matter of when we surrender and come to you guys and accept the help and say, listen, you know what, I need the help. And it's very appreciated. And Jesus it's all about the love, the giving, and this is what the program's all about. You guys love us so much. You continue to give, you can continue to support in any kind of a way. Yeah.
And for me, Roman, as he was talking, I was thinking of Romans 5:8. It says that God demonstrated his great love towards us, and while we were still yet sinners, Christ died for us in the middle of our brokenness. And we understand that, and one of the things that I always like to share is about Luke 15, is about going after the one lost sheep. KDog already had a connection with Jesus. He already had a spiritual part of his life. He was just out there lost, wandering, one of Jesus' lost sheep. And within my Father's kitchen, we go out and we go rescue those one and bring them back home to Father's house. So I'm so happy that you're alive. How many people have you known that have passed away from the streets?
Quite a few. Yeah.
So it's life and death outside. KDog has chosen life, and he has it eternally in Christ, but he's also chosen life to live a different kind of life. I'm wearing a Live in 180 shirt. KDog has truly made a 180-degree turn away from where he's at, and we're going to do whatever we can do to assist him to make sure that he stays successful going forward as much as he allows us to go. KDog has to put in the footwork, as Kevin says. We're there to assist him, but KDog has to do the work of sobriety and changing his life, and he's doing that. And I just wanted to share this testimonial. I know it's a little long. It's over 12 minutes long. But this is what it's all about, building relationships with people on the streets, friends, connecting with them, and then here we are, a success story. And you guys who support us and follow us are part of this journey with KDog. Things that you bring to us, finances that you send to us, allows me to be able to do those things with KDog, like help paying him to do the cleaning of the building. Where does that money come from? It comes from you, our supporters. So together, we're building hope and changing lives right here. He's an example of it. Is there anything else you want to say? One last thing?
I just want to say that being that I'm working on my success story, I hope it opens the eyes for other people that are struggling out on the streets, saying, you know what, maybe my time has come where I could be that lost sheep that will be brought to you guys.
That's right.
We're looking for the next one, and I'll be there when we do.
It's all about making, in Jesus' words, disciples, right, in the spiritual sense. And KDog is now a disciple. He's working with us, and then he will make disciples. So he'll go out and help people, and I can't wait. I told him if he shows me the proof of the fact that he's moving forward in a good direction, what he's doing, that he'll start to come out with me on the outreach van from time to time, then he'll be a shining light to those that are out there that still know him and seeing the change in him, and that it's possible for them as well. But for me, the one thing that we want to make sure is that he's safe, he's ready, and I know he's willing. It's just got to be the timing. It has to be right, because I want to make sure that we don't introduce anything to him that could cause him to take a step backwards. So we're always looking out for his best interest. So thank you, everyone. Thanks, KDog, for letting me interview. I appreciate you. God bless everyone. Taste and see that the Lord is good all the time. We'll see you later, guys.